Hi YouTube, welcome to another edition of Horror Hands. And yesterday I went to Nottingham. I met up with Tony from Horror In TOJ. Had a brilliant day out. We did some Blu-ray hunting, went to HMV and CEX, just did some catching up and talking about movies and things like that. Had a fantastic day. Thank you so much, Tony. Thanks for being a great friend. Really enjoyed seeing you again, and looking forward to doing it again soon in the near future. So thank you very much. Tony also did a bit of a video of us out and about yesterday, so I'll link that below, just in case anyone's interested in seeing sort of where we went and the movies that we're looking at, things like that. So I'll include that below. So I just thought I'd go through the films that I picked up yesterday, and as usual, let me know if you've seen any of these. So the first one is Before Dawn. I don't know much about this one. It looks to be like a zombie film. Something like a virus breaks out and creates this like zombie epidemic. I've seen it a few times when I've been in HMV, but decided to finally pick it up yesterday. So I'll be checking this one out soon in the near future. Next movie I got is The Colossus of New York. So this is like a 1950s sci-fi creature feature film. I watched this one yesterday. It's only just over an hour long. It's about this scientist, and he's killed. He gets hit by a truck and killed. But his dad and his brother save his brain, and they put his brain in like this giant robot creature. So it's a bit like a robot version of Frankenstein. And the scientist isn't too happy that he now exists in this robot body, so he starts to get sort of quite angry and aggressive and kills a few people. He can like hypnotize people with his eyes, and he can kind of disintegrate people with these like rays that come out of his eyes, that kind of thing. It's pretty standard stuff, but pretty enjoyable at the same time. I thought it was alright. The next movie I picked up is Evil Ed from Arrow. I really like this film. I actually do have this, and although I don't upgrade very often, I have like a real tattered DVD copy, and it annoys me whenever I see it. So I did upgrade this one to the Blu-ray, and this is a really nice set from Arrow. It's like a 3-disc Blu-ray, so happy to pick up a nice version of that. It's a good film, that one is. I enjoyed that one. Next up is Girl on the Third Floor. I have watched this one on Netflix. I thought it was okay. It was a little bit slow, but I do want to watch it again. And I do like to kind of own films rather than just watching them on Netflix. So I'll give this one another try and give this one another watch in the next few days. Right, next movie I bought is I See You from Arrow. This movie was fantastic, absolutely brilliant. I watched this one last night. I can't say too much about the story because you just have to see it to see the story unfold. But the first half of this movie I would put up there with Hereditary in terms of just being so effectively creepy and creating this sense of unease and things like that, and just feeling that something's not quite right. It's absolutely brilliant. And then the second half of the film, things start to reveal themselves and characters aren't who they quite appear to be, and there's like plot twist after plot twist, but it's just really well done. It's a phenomenally good film. I was hooked from start to finish. It demands your attention because there's a lot going on, but it is absolutely fantastic. If you want to see a really well-made horror thriller that's really creepy, I cannot recommend this film enough. I was really surprised how brilliant this film was. Really glad that I picked it up. So that's I See You. Next film I've heard good things about is Incident in a Ghostland. Again, I've seen this when I've been out and about, but not picked it up, so I got it yesterday, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out in the next few days. Next film I got is The Prey from Arrow Video. I'm a little bit late to the party on this one, but finally got it yesterday. HMV still had this with the slipcover, which I think is now out of print. So when I saw that and saw that it still had that slip, I thought, oh, now's the time to get it. Watched it last night, wasn't all that impressed with the film. It's very, very slow, very uninteresting. There's not much of a body count, and everyone kind of gets killed right towards the end of the film. I did kind of like the film for other things. I liked the scenery, to be honest with you. I liked the forest scenery, and I liked the shots of all the animals. That was pretty good. But as a horror film, I didn't think much to this one. And all kind of like the horror scenes and the kill scenes were very clumsily done. So yeah, not one that I was all that impressed with. I watched it last night and I've already forgot most of it. But I am really glad that, like I say, I managed to get this with the slipcase. So that's cool. Right, next thing I got from CEX is this is actually a 4K slipcase of the 4K steelbook for The Shape of Water. Now I don't like it when they don't have the title on the front, but I found this for a pretty decent price and couldn't turn down a 4K steelbook, so I got that whilst I was out and about. Really intrigued by this film. I'm really looking forward to watching it. I'm going to put it on at a time when I can really sit down and focus on it, because I think it's that kind of film. But happy to finally pick that one up. The next one is a film that's intrigued me for quite a while, and that is The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Miss Osborne. And so this is directed by, I can't say his name, Valerian Borowitz. He did The Beast. If you've seen The Beast, the bestial horror film, shall we say, which I really like. He does some weird stuff, and I think this is no exception. And this is directed by him and starring Udo Kier, which for me is like an amazing combination. So I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I've heard mixed things. I've heard people say it's brilliant and it's a beautiful movie, and then I've heard people say it's disgusting and terrible and all that kind of thing. So this one really intrigues me. I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. And the last film I found this in CEX for quite cheap from Arrow, is The Tomb of Ligeia with Vincent Price. So it's one of the few kind of Roger Corman, Vincent Price movies that I don't own. It might be the only one actually, so finally got me a copy of this one. So that's everything that I've picked up myself. Now Tony, being the great guy that he is, he bought me a couple of films as gifts. We both bought each other some gifts yesterday. So he got me The Killing of a Sacred Deer, which I've heard about. I've heard really good things. Tony bigs this one up, so I'll be giving this one a watch at some point. He got me Tetsuo. I think it's 1 and 2. Yeah, Tetsuo 1 and 2. Two films that I've always been curious about and never seen. So that's awesome. And then he also gave me a copy of Under the Skin. Now I already have this on Blu-ray, so I'll save this for like a trade or a swap or a giveaway, anything like that. So that's very much appreciated. So that's everything that I picked up yesterday. Like I say, let me know what you think of any of those films. And yeah, massive thank you to Tony, Horror In TOJ. You're a great friend. Really glad to have met you through YouTube, and thank you again for a fantastic day. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you everyone for watching that, and stay tuned for more videos.